conference play to North Scott at home at Sill Field by the score of 6-4. Williamsburg comes in with a record of 1-0. They beat up on Tipton Monday night. On Memorial Day night, they were rained out on Tuesday night, as were the Hawks Tuesday night, as they were supposed to start their season home against Waterloo Columbus. John Swisher, glad to have you along. Glad to have Mike Morrison, West Delaware Athletics Director, along with me here tonight in Williamsburg as we try to get this doubleheader in. Cloudy down here, much different from when we left in Manchester an hour or two ago. As sun, beautiful 80-degree day down here. It's a little cloudy, and the rain is on the radar. We're hoping we can get these games in, Mikey.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to get wet when we do it, but like the biggest issue right now is lightning sitting down there and tumbling. That cell's moving this way, so we'll see how it goes. I'll end up having a little delay and maybe a late night getting back.
Win the first time as first on the road last year, never got to win. Had a couple long ball games, didn't get out of there till 10:30. So we'll see if we can change our luck here tonight as Emily Toll things on.
2012, I came down here with the baseball team, and we had to come 3 nights in a row to finish the doubleheader.
How about that? You don't miss those days, do you?
No, a lot of bus rides.
Is Emily Toll standing in to face the Williamsburg pitcher here as Toll will show a bunt and takes it on the outside corner at the knees. A running look at that one to Emily Toll for strike one. 0-1 the count. Nicole Zuber, the freshman, she was 13-15 a year ago as an hitter for Williamsburg. Here's a running look at that one, too high and outside. Green is the fourth-year head coach for Williamsburg, 42-72. Took over for the Carnegie, Kurt Ritchie. He had the program for a few years here at Williamsburg as Coach Green in her fourth year after assistant coaching for Coach Ritchie since 2007. There is a ball outside, 2-1 the count here to the leadoff batter, Emily Toll, coming off a great appearance at the state track tournament last weekend, representing West Delaware track and field for the final time in her athletic career. There's a strike. But it's there. Didn't make contact, but the strike called on the inside corner for strike two. We're even 2-2.
And that's the one she wanted. They've been pitching her away, and then you have to be there.
And a high inside there. Look at that one from Toll. We're full. 3-2 the count. Emily Toll. Last night, Toll, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 stolen bases in the 6-4 loss to North Scott. The 3-2 on the way. Swats it right side. Dove for it. The first baseman fires it to first, covered by the second baseman, and it is a put out. Other way around. The 4-3 put out. The second baseman was in. The first baseman stayed home. So the ground out to the second baseman. It'll go 4-3 for the first out. Exactly, Boyce, the number 2 hitter to the left for the Hawks. As Zuber fires a strike at the outside corner, thigh high to Marley Boyce. The returning players from last year's 31-9 team for the Hawks. 6th place at the 2014 state tournament. This one's bounced off the plate right in front of Zuber. Zuber gets to it, fires to first. Not a bad throw, but not able to handle it was the first baseman that time. And Boyce will be on first.
And really, it just looked like kind of handcuffed first baseman. The throw was about waist high. It wasn't a bad throw. One of those in between where you don't know, put your glove up, put your glove down, and that's a tough out. You hit the ball 20 feet and you get a base hit out of it, reach first baseman.
As Zuber will get back in the circle and face the number 3 batter here. Ashley Heim stands in, takes the ball low and inside. So runner on first, it's 1 away. Heim standing in. Another one of the returning players from a season ago. Showing bunt, pulls back, takes it outside for a ball, and it's 2-0.
Zuber got good velocity, and she also likes to work her own pace. Seems to work pretty quick here. I think I want to break up her pattern.
Don't let her get too comfortable, especially early on here. 2-0. Ball, a strike at the knees on the inside corner. Says home plate umpire for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Heim's one of the 5 seniors on the roster. Head coach Tiffany Rave in her first season. 5th overall coaching varsity softball, coming from Monticello, of course, a record of 1-49. Here's a bunt right back to Zuber. Third baseman will cut it off. Throws the first. Second baseman able to keep that left foot on. So it goes to the 5-4 out on the sacrifice. As Hines is retired, 2 down as Boyce makes her way to second base. So 2 down, brings up hitter. Another one of the seniors, the shortstop, Haley Morrison. Morrison swings at a pitch down and in. Comes up empty for strike one. Started a little earlier tonight than the scheduled 6 o'clock start time. Got underway at 5:56 here tonight from Williamsburg. A doubleheader, non-division style Wildcat Conference play. 0-1. This one's grounded right side. Bobbled by the first baseman. Gets by the second baseman into right field. And the Hawks will score the first run of the ball game. Haley Morrison putting the ball in play and gives her team the 1-0 lead.
Good to get on the board right away, and probably going to be looking at a potential play here. You want to go into one of those, you want to be sitting with the lead where you can talk about making adjustments and always have a little bit of room to work.
So the second error of the inning by the Williamsburg first baseman. And the Hawks have the 1-0 lead. Bridget Hoffman standing in the 5 spot here. Rips this one right side, left side foul. Behind Coach Rave in the third base box. And it's 0-1 the count.
It's good. You come right out, be aggressive, make some contact. You know, she had a rough, with the track focus, she hasn't had nearly as many at bats as everybody else, but good to see her come on that.
On the left side, shortstop up and over for the 6-3 put out, and that's the way the first ends. But not before the Hawks jump on the board first here in Williamsburg. 1-0 Delaware. This is Hawks softball from KMCH Sports.
House Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
In sports as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Athletes strive for excellence during competition. F&M strives to exceed clients' expectations. Whereas athletes and teams focus on the score, F&M focuses on the success of our valued clients, one relationship at a time. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff cares deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes. Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Check them out on their web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back in Williamsburg, bottom of the first inning. John and Mike along with you tonight. Hawks lead 1-0.
Quick strike on the outside corner.
So leadoff girl here for Williamsburg, Marie Hankman. Hankman, a senior for Coach Green and company. Tristan Wegman inside the circle, fires a pitch there as Swadak grounded foul left side. We're 0-2 the count. Tristan Wegman pitched all 7 innings last night in the 6-4 loss to North Scott. Gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. There's a ball lifted in the air, shallow center field. Soul coming on, putting away easily for the F8. Fly out to the center fielder for out number 1. Near the bottom of the first inning. Hawks left the runner on in that first inning, which was an issue last night. Some other mental mistakes. Only had 1 physical defensive error last night. Those are some of the keys that Coach Rave and I talked about early before the game here tonight of what they want to correct going in tonight, number 2 here.
Yeah, I think defensively it's going to be a pretty good team for her. I think her goal is if they can put some runs up and challenge people while their pitching continues to get experience.
And that's the main thing here. Kristen Wegman hasn't pitched in a couple years with Hannah Cole doing most of the duties, of course. Her sensational career the last couple years for Coach Schuckman and company. This ball's lifted in the air, right side. Yankovic, the second baseman, will put it away for out number 2 on the pop out to the second baseman, the P4 for the second out. And it brings up the third hitter of the inning here for Williamsburg, Jess Miller, the senior, one of the leaders on this team. The leading offensive returning hitter for Coach Green and the Raiders. This ball's lifted in the air right side. That's going to get out of play right on top of the first base Hawks dugout.
Miller hit 343 last year for the Raiders. Not a lot of power. Hit a few doubles and 37 hit season, which, 37 hits over 34 games, pretty good year.
The 0-1 on the outside corner, beautifully placed that time. Thigh high for strike 2. 0-2 to count, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Hawks lead 1-0. Wegman, the 0-2 outside, off into the bat, slow roller left side. Morrison comes on, fires the first, and just can't get her girl as Miller flying down the line, able to beat it out. First infield hit of the night on the hit to shortstop, and the 2-out variety there with the cleanup hitter, the pitcher, the freshman Nicole Zuber, standing in.
Zuber hit 270 last year.
Stands in here with 1 on and 2 down. One of the returning players is only a freshman is Zuber. Played a lot of travel ball the offseason, as did Jess Miller. Williamsburg 15-22 a season ago. They only lost 1. Bisachi, daughter of former head coach Kurt Ritchie, and the AD here at Williamsburg. 2-0 the count with 2 down. Pitch inside and low for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Best offseason since 07, Coach Green calls it for Williamsburg. They try to bring the program back up and get the first winning season since 2011 when they were 22-18. That was Coach Ritchie's last year. There's a ball inside off the plate for ball 4. First walk of the game there, taken by Zuber. And with 2 down and 2 on, they'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Jackie Widmer, the junior. Courtney Ginsley, a freshman, will be the courtesy runner here for the pitcher, Zuber.
Widmer, a 333 hitter last year, a 330 hitter a year ago.
So in stands Widmer, the junior, with 2 on and 2 down. Takes a hard cut at that one, fouls it back to the fence behind Himes, the catcher. Defensively for the Hawks, Boyce, Toll, and Collins, left to right. Around the infield. Wegman with the pitch, long and missed. And a strike there, 0-2 the count. Around the infield, Nicole Gunner. Haley Morrison at short, making the switch this year from her normal spot at third. The last couple of years, Yankovic, the second baseman, Hoffman at first, swinging through that one, strike 3.
That's
so Williamsburg.
Big pitch, that Widmer girl, she struck out 8 times last year in 100 plate appearances. So that's she's not an easy out.
Came right after and sat her down. The Hawks take the 1-0 lead. Into the second inning we go. This is West Delaware softball, KMCH Sports.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Northeast Iowa Telephone Service in Manchester has everything you need to stay connected. Northeast Iowa Telephone has a staff of professionals available to help you get connected, from the installation of your new entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. Northeast Iowa Telephone Service is your sight, sound, and electronics connection on South Franklin Street in downtown Manchester.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
Back into Williamsburg, along with in-studio producer Trevor Hunt back in Manchester tonight. John and Mike here at Williamsburg High School softball field. There's a strike to Kristen Wegman. 6-7-8 here for the Hawks. Wegman, Collins, and Gunner. So Hawks scored 1 run. No hits in that first inning. 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. The 0-1 is a strike. Waste time on the inside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Kristen Wegman. At the plate last night, Wegman had a hit and 1 of the 4 RBIs in the 6-4 loss to North Scott. Here's a pitch up and in for ball 1, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Kristen's really come on. I thought last year she had a great year at the plate. She's making progress every year.
Swats this one foul right side down beyond the first base Hawks dugout. And the junior Wegman will do the 1-2 count all over again. Great experience for these a year ago. 31-9, 6th place finish at the state tournament and playing in the tough WAMAC conference. It'll be a competitive WAMAC conference again this season. So first WAMAC conference games here tonight, non-division style, but WAMAC nonetheless. 2-2 the count here to Wegman on the ball alone inside there. Zuber ready, 2-2 on the way. It's lifted left side, a little liner to the shortstop. She backs up, able to put it away there. Gilbert has it for out number 1. Except Megan Collins now, the right fielder, the returning player from last year's squad. Standing in here against Zuber with 1 out here at the top of the 2nd inning. The pitch is above the knees on the outer half of the plate. Strike 1.
Megan's had a great offseason. She's worked extremely hard. You know, been to a lot of camps through the winter, working at Mount Mercy, and spent a lot of time in the gym.
Ground ball deep in the hole. Valiant effort by the shortstop, but it trickles into left field for the first hit of the game for the Hawks. Megan Collins committed to Mount Mercy. Coach Larry Yoder back in early March. Continue her softball career there. The Mustangs has 1 out and a runner on first in the form of Collins. Nicole Gunner now stands in. The third baseman bunts it left side. Good bunt. Third baseman comes on, fires, will get her girl. Sacrifice there on the 5-4 put out for out number 2.
That's a great job handling the bat. You know, that's a girl that hits a homer last night off the scoreboard. Started a little rally for the Hawks, and then tonight she comes out and puts down a great bunt and moves the runner over.
Doing what it takes. Yeah, like players able to do that. Coach Ray put the bunt signal down and able to come. Illegal pitch called on the base umpire. So the legal pitch called, and Collins will get to go to third and a ball on the batter.
The legal pitch is on presentation. She had the ball and glove together and then got on and broke them, and she's got to be on there with the hand separated.
Base umpire all over that call as he set up between second and third. So Collins is on third now. The legal pitch, 1-0 the count to Heidi Jankovic, left-handed hitter. 2-0. Now the count to Jankovic. Jankovic, one of the sophomores 4 on the roster here for Coach Raven Company. The 2-0 on that outside corner right at the knees. 2-1 the count with 2 down. 1-0 Hawks lead. We're in the top of the second inning. Collins, the runner on third. She got the first hit of this game. Hawks had not scored this inning. They scored in the first when they had no hits. And had help from 2 defensive errors from Williamsburg. There's a strike on the outside corner at the knees, and it's an even count now, 2-2.
She's worked that outside corner to both left-handers. She's been staying over there and staying away.
Well, see if she comes back to it here. Yankovic, the 2-2, goes and gets it on the outer half of the plate that time. Able to foul it off left side. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hawks playing their second and third games here tonight after one game last night. Rained out on Tuesday night. Supposed to open up against Waterloo Columbus. This one's lifted in the air. That's going to be a fair ball. And the Hawks have scored their second run. Megan Collins comes in on a hit for the number 9 batter, Heidi Yankovic.
The old Yogi Berra philosophy, isn't it? Hit it where they ain't.
That's right. The little looper.
Yeah.
Shallow left field by Yankovic. She gets an RBI.
And the balls that drive coaches nuts on the defensive side.
Just not a whole lot you can do about it. The shortstop was running out. Left fielder coming in, but able to fall in. The Hawks lead 2-0. Here's a bunt. They'll go foul off the bat of Emily Toll, trying to use her speed. It just went foul up the chalk line.
I tell you, she puts a lot of pressure on your defense. She hit that ball to second base her last at bat, and the second baseman's 50 feet away, and she's only 25 feet from the bag, and still a tough out. Barely got her last at bat.
Blazing speed. I told, of course, the senior now. 0-1. Here's a ground ball right side. Second baseman will fire it to first for the 4-3 put out. Hawks do get one run. They lead 2-0 now. Go to the bottom half of inning number 2. 2-0 West Delaware Hawks softball from KM Sports.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Back into Williamsburg, bottom of the second inning. 0-1 the count to the leadoff batter here, the 6th batter of the lineup for Williamsburg. Amelia Weldon, the first baseman. Ground ball down the line at third, gets by Gunner into left field. First hit, second hit of the game for Williamsburg, I should say, and leadoff single to left for Weldon. Hawks lead 2-0 here. After one runner left on base, no errors in that top of the second inning, and 2 hits for the Hawks as well. Showing bunt and a strike call on the pitch outside. Himes getting up and reacting right away, making sure the runner can go anywhere on the missed attempt there by Carly Schlaball, the number 7 hitter, the left fielder.
Schlaball's giving it away early. She's got her hands up high.
Again, bunt this time makes contact, goes behind the dish for a foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 the count. The pitch from Wegman. Ground ball right side. Hoffman will get it and step on the bag for the ground out. So works as good as a bunt on the ground out to the first baseman there, as Weldon will advance to second. Warren Schropp, the number 8 hitter, now stands in, the second baseman for Williamsburg. Now Coach Green going out on the field. Did that truck and center have its lights on?
Yeah, must have. So it looked like Schropp, a 193 hitter a year ago.
Ball fouled back to the fence for strike one. Schropp has a run and 2 hits, a double, 2 RBIs in the 10-0 win over Tipton on Monday night. Falls this one back in the fence.
Didn't have a whole lot of walks last year, so you know she can be aggressive. Not going to get cheated at the plate.
0-2 the count here to Schropp. Outside goes and gets it, fouls it on the ground in front of the Hawks first base. Schropp, one of the seniors on the team. 4 seniors for Coach Green and Williamsburg. Ball just misses inside off the play. 1-2 the count. Wegman ready. 1 out, runner on second base. The 1-2 inside. Too much for ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Brushed her back a little bit. Back her off the plate a little bit. The ball is really pushing her out.
So it's popped up behind the dish. Into the fence. The count to remain at 1-2.
Schropp being a tough out here.
Making Wegman work here. 2-2 count, 1 down. Here in the bottom of the second inning. This one's grounded right to the left circle. Wegman checks the runner, fire to first to get her girl. The 1-3 put out, ground out to the pitcher for out number 2. The runner second brings up the number 9 batter, 4th hitter this inning, and Olivia Dorman, the center fielder. Dorman is another one of the 4 seniors.
Dorman hit .303 last year. Pretty good season.
Right-handed batter standing in. This one's a hit in front of the plate, then bounces and rolls backwards for foul balls. Himes doesn't touch it till it lands in foul territory for strike 1. 0-2, 0-1 the count.
It's a good decision by Ashley. She wouldn't have had a play if she'd picked that up.
Very tough play indeed. It would have been. As this ball is swung out, let her high there for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Two down here at the bottom of the second. Upstairs, helmet high, went a chasing and helped out Wegman there, did Dorman. And the Hawks will take a 2-0 lead to the third we go. This is West Delaware Softball from KMCH Sports.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Back into Williamsburg down at Iowa County tonight, opening night of West Delaware softball from KMCH Sports, second night of the season for the 2015 Lady Hawks. Here is a little looper into shallow center field coming on. Valiant effort by Dorman. Not able to get to it in time to put it away. Bounced off the heel of her glove, it looked like, diving on her knees in the shallow right center field. As a nice effort by Dorman. But on base is Marley Boyce, able to put the ball in play again. And the third hit of the game for the Hawks, leading off this top of the third inning, is a lead 2-0.
That ball kind of held up on her, and she almost overplayed it.
Here's a bunt left side. Himes
had a good beat on it. By the time she got there, it was still kind of up in the air. I think she may have held it just a shade.
Trying to get Boyce over. Foul ball there for Ashley Himes on the bunt attempt as 0-1 the count. Zuber back inside the circle. The freshman does a pitch outside. Boyce is going. Able to get in there. The ball was lost on the slide in. Nice play by the shortstop coming over with the tag, but the ball got popped out by Boyce's knee there. She's in safely at second.
Left throw brought her over to the first base side and put her in a position to be in a collision, and couldn't hang on to the ball.
1-1 the count here to Ashley Himes. The runner in scoring position now. Hawks lead 2-0. Top of inning number 3. There's a strike down the middle of the plate, waist high to Ashley Himes. She's down now, 1-2.
Himes, a .331 hitter a year ago, at 47 base hits and 26 RBIs for the Hawks.
Ashley, 2 at-bats last night. Walked in one of those times at the plate. Here's a ball grounded right back to pitcher Zuber. She bobbled it, able to throw it over, but then a wild throw. First baseman not able to get it, and coming all the way in to score from second is Marley Boyce. Hawks lead 3-0 early on here.
That's great base running by Marley. She read that perfectly. She saw a ball back to the pitcher, froze, and as soon as she saw that ball kick away, she comes to third. That's how we score that run. She goes back to the bag on that ball. We don't score that run. Great job by Marley.
Aggressive base running indeed by the senior Boyce. She scores the third run. Hawks have scored a run in every inning now. As the courtesy runner on at first base, Megan Hofer, the freshman. There's a strike off. Steal, and she will be tagged out. A high tag. Looks like she might have got that right foot in, but out is the call at second base on the 2-6 caught stealing.
No, I think you're right. I think the tag was high. The ball beat her, but I think I think she was under it. But that's the.
You see that call a lot. That's the major league call.
Ball beats you. You're out.
So 1 down here at the top of the third. 3-0. Hawks have the lead. It's low and inside, even to count 1-1.
Haley, a .410 hitter from a year ago, 31 RBIs.
Morrison got on and was stranded in the first after an error. 3 errors defensively down by Williamsburg. 2 in the first, 1 now in the third. There's a strike taken by Morrison. 1-2 to count, 1 down. We're at the top of the third inning. 3-0. Hawks have the lead. Hawks 0-1 coming in tonight. Williamsburg 1-0. Here's a chopper left side. Shortstop on and could not pick it up cleanly. And the 4th error of the game there, E6 by the shortstop. Gilbert got to it nicely. Knew she'd have to hurry a little bit, but hurried too much and did not pick the ball up off the ground.
Yeah, just kind of pushed it out in front of her. Had the tip of her glove, hit the ball, and just kind of pushed it out in front of herself.
So Morrison on first with 1 out.
Hoffman, 361 hitter a year ago at 4 home runs, got a lot of pop in her bat. She's one of those kids that lengthy track season is getting back in the swing of things. Look for great things out of her as the year goes.
Hoffman grounded out to the shortstop. Gilbert, her first time up, grounds this one, third baseman. High throw, that's going to sail over the first baseman's head. Right fielder, good backup, able to get it in. And the Hawks will have runners on second and third. Another error in this inning. E5 this time. Third error in this inning fifth of the ball game for Williamsburg. And meeting inside the circle, just the infield and the battery involved. No coaches from Williamsburg's dugout. 3-0 Hawks with the lead. One down here in the top of the third inning.
And Kristen Wegman, Kristen was a tough out a year ago. She only struck out 9 times in about 125 plate appearances. You're talking about 7% of the time she's going to K. She can put the ball in play for you. It's a big at bat. Need the ball in play here with runners on second and third.
So 1 out. 2 runners on. Here's a bunt. It goes backwards, just picked up by the catcher behind the plate. That bounce right in front of the plate, came back, and right near the tip of the plate before it was picked up by the catcher. Home plate umpire right on top of that call for strike 1, 0-1 to count.
A little squeeze action. Bunt this ball probably right side here, looking at the position of the defense.
Wegman trying to help her cause here. 0-1. It's this one near the end of the bat off the fence right side. 0-2 to the count. Haven't seen sun since we got here in Williamsburg tonight. 79 degrees, a feel-like temperature of 84, though. Winds from the east, south-southeast at 14 miles per hour. Humidity sitting at 62%. There's some rain on the forecast. The radar not looking great. There's a liner left side. Nice play by the shortstop, Gilbert. She ran Hoffman back to the bag, is able to dive in safely as Bridget on the L6 line out to the shortstop off the bat of Wegman for out number 2.
That ball was hit hard. That ball's left to right. You're going to get at least 2. You're going to play 2 runs there.
And if Hoffman was a step or more off the bag,
we didn't even would have been over.
Yes, would have been gone at second. Nice job by Hoffman getting back in time. This one is fouled out of play right side behind the Hawks' first base dugout. Megan Collins standing in. She got a hit to left field and scored the second run of the game for the Hawks. And that 1-run second inning her last time up. 0-1 to count here to Collins. Pitch upstairs. And their half of the plate evens the count at 1-1. Sixth batter this inning is Megan Collins, the number 7 girl on the lineup for the Hawks. This ball is fouled in the fence right side. 1-2 now the count.
And Megan's been proven to be a very good contact hitter. She had a base hit against Waverly Shell Rock to put this team in the state tournament a year ago in a tough situation. So I'm pretty confident with her up here at the plate with runners in scoring position.
Second and third, 2 down. 1-2 the count. Takes that one again upstairs and inside. And we're even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hawks have added a run this inning, scoring in every inning so far. The top of the third. 3-zip. Hawks hold the lead. The 2-2 lifted in the air. Coming all over, ran it. As coming in.
This is going to be 3-bagger.
Goes over the head of the center fielder, Dorman. Is a double, a stand-up double, not able to third. The 2 RBI, 2-out double by Megan Collins. And Dorman had a beat on that one. She did too, but the ball just sailed over his head as she ran in too far. And a double for Megan Collins to show for it. So 2 RBIs and 2 hits on the night for Collins in the 7th spot. You mentioned about Collins. She bat in the 2-hole last night, taking a little pressure off her maybe and getting to the 7th spot, and she's fitting in very well there.
Well, she gives you something in that 7-hole that maybe you're going to need as the year goes on. You can't stick your lineup with what you think are your best hitters all the time. You got to have people around that can set the table for you and get you back to the top. But Marley at that 2-hole for him, she's going to move runners over. Handles the bat pretty well. Megan gives them just another start down there at the bottom half of that order.
There's a ball up and out for ball 1. We're even out to Nicole Gunner. Retired on a sacrifice bunt, her first at bat in the 2nd inning. Gunner, the number 8 batter. And there's a ground ball left side. The flip to the third baseman by the shortstop, Gilbert, and they get Collins at third on the 6-5 putout for out number 3. Hawks score 3 more times, and they take a 5-0 lead into the last of the third. This is Hawks softball from KMCH Sports.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
After the third, top of the order due up here for Williamsburg. Hawks lead 5-0 now. This one smoked right back at Wegman off her glove. Morrison gets there. The assist from Wegman to the 1-6-3 put out there off the bat of Marie Hickman. As not your everyday routine play there as Wegman defending herself, got that glove up and knocked it right to Morrison for the beautiful assist for out number one. And it brings up Brittany Gilbert now, the number 2 hitter. Swings through that one for strike one. 0-1 to count to Gilbert. Popped out to Yankovic at second, her first time up in the first.
Gilbert a year ago hit .236, had 17 base hits out of 72 at-bats.
This one's above helmet high there for ball one. 1-1 to count. Talked about the rain lurking in on us here on the radar. I've been checking that since this game started, and the umbrellas are out now. Some light rain starting to come down. There's a ball fouled behind home plate for the 1-1 count here to Gilbert.
You know, lightning's starting to be a little bit of an issue as it's starting to move in. Ain't about 30 miles out yet. So.
Something keep an eye on, of course, as there's a ball outside for ball 2-1 the count.
I'm in the dugout with a 5-0 lead. I'm thinking, get me to the 5th inning.
That's right.
Give me 3-5.
Get this game official. One down. Here at the bottom of the third, 5-zip Hawks lead. There's a ball in the dirt outside for ball 3-2 the count. Wegman's only given up 1 hit so far. Correction, 2 hits, 1 in the first inning. There's a swung on and miss. Inside pitch. Got a strikeout, the third swinging strikeout by the Williamsburg offense so far in this game by Wegman. Gives us 2 outs here at the bottom of the third. Brings up number 3 hitter, Jess Miller, who got on with the infield hit her first time up and was stranded back in the first. 2 down here at the bottom of the third. Pitch outside there and low for ball 1-1. And on the count.
Curveball missed away. She started that a little bit farther outside and it ran off the plate.
Wegman ready for the 1-0 on the way. And it's popped up in the air behind us here, the press box. Evens the count, 1-1. Nice setup here in Williamsburg. Set up right next to the baseball field across the street from the high school, about a block or two. 1-1 inside. Just missed her arm off the plate for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Hawks have not been here since 2012. They swept the series against Williamsburg. This one's popped up in the air right side, back beyond the first base Hawks dugout, and the count stays at 2-2. The last meeting came on May 23rd, 2012, on 5-0 and 16-4. In 2011, they met 3 times, 2 at Sill Field and then once in the tournament. So 5-0 the record since 2011. The Hawks have dominated the series in the last 5 meetings against the Raiders. Ball 3 or 4 here. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down.
In 2012, I came down here to watch my daughter play, and then came 3 nights in a row after that.
There's a ground ball left side to Boyce. for the two-out variety single there off the bat of Jess Miller, her second hit of this ball game. I do remember that now that you talked about it. 3 nights to get that in. Mother Nature was not kind to you, the bus trip to Williamsburg here. 3 nights in a row in late May of 2012.
And we played with fire. We came down here and thumped them 2 nights in a row, and the next night they gave it right back to us.
There's a ball off the plate to Nicole Zuber. Pitcher of record for Williamsburg, number 4 hitter standing in here. 1-0 the count. 2 down. Bottom of the third, Hawks lead 5-zip. One's in the dirt. Got her. There, Hines, nice stop. Taking a look down at the first base runner, Miller. 2-0 the count with 2 down now. This one swatted right side of the fence. Foul ball, strike 1. 2-1 the count.
Bill Logan's concerned about my well-being. He thinks you should be holding the umbrella for me. I told him we're tucked away safely in the press box.
We are in a garage door type facility up behind home plate. There is a right side grounder. Yankovic handles it with ease for the 4-3 putout out number 3. Williamsburg strands another runner. We go to the 4th. Hawks lead 5-0. West Delaware softball from KMC Sports.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, minded and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monroe, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Along with next studio producer Trevor Hunt back in Manchester, John Swisher, West Delaware AD, Mike Morrison alongside here tonight in Williamsburg. The Hawks have a 5-0 lead as we've reached the 4th inning. 9-1-2 for the Hawks and hopefully more as Heidi Yankovic settles in. She got an RBI single to left her first time up in the second. 2-0 the count to Yankovic, the sophomore starting second baseman. The 2-0 on the way is a strike at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Still light rain here in Williamsburg. The radar not looking favorable. Coach Morrison tells us lightning still away about 20 minutes or so. 20 miles, what'd you say? 20 miles away. 20 miles away, thank you. Can't get an exact time on that. That'd be nice if we could, huh? Wouldn't it be? 2-2 the count. Here to Yankovic. Here's another legal pitch called. As 2-2 the count. As another ball. 3-2. This is a little liner left side shortstop Gilbert right there. Hardly had to move, and the L6 for out number 1.
It's a good job handling the bat. You know, Heidi only had 5 at-bats last year, did a lot of base running for the Hawks, but it's a real good job of handling the bat there. That ball gets up over the shortstop's head. It's a guaranteed base hit there.
As there is a foul ball bunted behind home plate.
M's a tough out. She's got to get that ball to the left side of the infield. The last 2 times she's went right to the second baseman where they were able to make the short throw.
Toll was grounded out both times to Schropp at second.
If you throw the ball across the infield with her, you're not going to get her out.
As there's a ball hit foul off the end of the bat. Toll dropped the bat and ran. 0-2 the count here to Emily Toll. 1 out, top of the 4th. Hawks lead 5-0. Time is called. We got lights in center field. Thought the base umpire was going to point out lightning, but it's just car lights in centers. The center fielder, Dorman, will run out and ask them to kindly shut their lights off in center field, directly center field right behind the scoreboard. And
they're trying.
Williamsburg pairing out their help. Now they get them off, and we're ready to go. 0-2 with 1 down.
AD Kurt Ritchie's on it.
Oh,
good job, Kurt.
Mr. Ritchie, former softball coach. Also, still football coach here. Still is the football head football coach. Had some good success down here with the Raiders. Had an outstanding season, I believe it was last fall. There's a ball that misses upstairs. 1-2 to count. 1 down. Top of the order here in Emily Toll. Marley Boyce is on deck. She's reached base twice and scored both times. A 1-2 swatted left side. Third baseman Widener over. Not going to get her. And we talked about it. You hit left side like that. Almost impossible play for that third baseman.
Yeah, and she actually hit that one pretty hard. So she gets down the line in a hurry.
Infield hit. She had a lot of those a year ago. As her first one here tonight. She's 1 for 3 here in this top of the 4th inning. Marley Boyce stands in. Got a hit and scored her last time in the 3rd. Toll going, takes his strike. This boy sliding in safely. The ball gets by the shortstop into center field. Coach Ray waving her around, knows her speed, sliding in safely. You are correct, sir. That's Toll.
It's like a single. You throw that ball in center field with nobody back there. It's like a base hit when she's on second.
No hesitation at all. That's what it takes. And Coach Rave had the go signal the whole time, waving her around, and the Hawks lead 6-0 on the error, the 6th error of the game now by Williamsburg on a throw into center field. So the stolen base and then the error for Toll to score run number 6.
And these are the growing pains that coach is going to deal with this Williamsburg team. They had a great offseason fundamentally, getting ready to play. It's just that game situations. And I think they're going to be pretty good by the end of the year, and she's got them going the right direction.
1 down here at the top of the 4th. 6-0. Hawks have the lead. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, now 1 in the 4th. With 1 out, the base is empty now. As Boyce takes a look at that one, it's 2-1 the countdown. Zuber, the freshman pitcher. We talked about her as an 8th grader, an 11-win season. There's a fair ball right down the third base line. Nice stretch by Weldon at first, and Widener, the third baseman, made the nice play across the diamond for the 5-3 putout. Ground out to the third baseman for round number 2. Ashley Himes will stand in now. Retired on a sacrifice. Won her first time up in the 1st. And she reached on an error and was, her courtesy runner, Hofer, was thrown out last time in the 3rd. 2 down here, top of the 4th. Light rain continues to fall here in Williamsburg. Here's a ball up and out for ball 1-1. And all the count. Zuber, take your time, wiping moisture off the ball behind the circle. Tack on the rubber and ready now. The 1-0 to Himes on the way. Inside, right on that inside corner. Waits time for a strike. Even now, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Actually, a .331 hitter a year ago. Only three Ks last year out of 150 plate appearances.
Wow.
So, she's a tough out. Contact hitter.
Great discipline. by Himes, one of the seniors on this team. That one dropped off the table and not able to catch up to that one. Himes for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Hawks will be off now until Monday night when they start up East Division part of the WAMAC schedule. Doubleheader at Maquoketa at 6 o'clock. We'll have Game 2 coverage here from KMCH Sports after Game 1 of baseball. There's a ball downstairs, swung at it, swung through it, did Himes, and the strikeout will end the inning. Hawks tack on another one. They lead 6-0. Bottom of the fourth we go. Hawks softball from KMCH Sports.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
Larry at Greenworks Landscaping can create the look you've always wanted with landscaping, trees, and shrubs, retaining walls, paver patios, fire rings, and windbreaks. Larry can deliver bulk mulch. And edgers call Larry at 563-920-3776. Greenworks Landscaping, from complete custom landscape to the do-it-yourselfer.
Strength on its own can be impressive. When consistency is added, that's when it becomes real. Northwestern Mutual has been able to deliver real financial strength for over 150 years through every economic environment. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. Northwestern Mutual, insurance, investments, ideas.
Bottom of the fourth here in Williamsburg. John Swisher, Mike Morrison, glad to have you along here tonight, listening in on your FM radio dial, Mix 94.7, or on KMCH.com, also YouTube, KMCH radio channel on YouTube, or your smartphone TuneIn radio app. Glad to have you along. However, you're tuning in to us here tonight. First night of West Delaware softball on the air. We had West Delaware baseball. Bill Logan opening up the season last night up in Waverly at Wartburg College. Coach Nate Lawler started off with a 7-2 victory over Waverly Shell Rock. Good way to get that season underway last night as the Hawks came back and got that 5-run lead. We'll see them tomorrow night at home against Independence on that conference doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. We'll have all the action here from KMCH.
Kind of excited. I get to see one.
That's right.
Too often these schedules match up pretty good.
As there's a ball in the dirt after a strike at a ball, it's 2-1. Rain coming down a little heavier now. This ball is lost by Wegman. She's asking for a new ball. As we'll see how hard the rain will get before the umpires will stop it here. The lightning's still on 20 miles or so. We'll play until it rains too hard, as this ball is swatted out of play or land just before the fence of the baseball field here to our right in Williamsburg. Town Water Tower straight ahead of us here. Back behind a good pitch, small area, and Wegman got her to chase another high fastball upstairs. Widener goes down swinging.
Full count rise ball. It's a gutsy call. Got her to chase it.
Fourth strikeout of the first here for Williamsburg's offense against Wegman. All four the swinging Eddie. And Amelia Weldon now. First baseman standing in. Hits this one foul.
It's the second time Weldon's come out swinging on the first pitch. She had a ground ball in the 5-6 hole for a base hit last time.
Got lights on again in the outfield. I'm sure this is a continuous problem with the...
Well, that's the multiple times we've had to tell the same car turn the lights off.
Is that the same vehicle in left field now, the white Escape? As
apparently they stopped for that at bat.
Yeah.
They'll start posting a sign out there. Please turn lights off.
Coach Ritchie will feel like a politician going out there and telling them to turn their lights off all the time. Happens when you have a drive-up facility like this, the parking lot in the outfield for the softball field.
Reminds me of the days as a kid going to drive-in theater.
1-1 the count. Here with one down. There's a ball that hits her first hit batter of the night there as Weldon took that one. And she makes her way down to first. So 1 out. Hit by pitch here by Weldon. Schleybaugh will stand in. Carley, the left fielder, grounded out to Hoffman at first, her first time up, back in the second inning. 1 down here at the bottom of the fourth. Hawks with the lead, 6-0. The ball just misses as the lights come on here. 1-0 the count to Schleybaugh. There's a strike. Right down the middle of the plate, above the knees for strike one. 1-1 the count. It's a Schleybaugh, one of the 2 juniors on this roster. Ball misses outside at high, ball 2-1 the count. Head coach Tiffany Rave, first road trip with her new program here tonight. Hawks fell to North Scott at home last night in the non-conference contest. There's a ball downstairs for ball 3-1 the count. Coach Rave brought a couple of former Monticello players with her, of course. Brooke Stahlberg, her first base coach, her main varsity assistant. Aaron Hush, also assistant in the program. And there is a ball, 2 free passes in this inning. We'll see Coach Rave come out of the dugout and have a word with Wegman and Himes here. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Here in this bottom of the fourth inning, as the rain continues to fall, 6-0. West Delaware has the lead. Lacey Galloway is a volunteer assistant in the program. Lacey Tegler Galloway, a former EDCO player like Coach Rave. Coach Rave spent 4 seasons at Monticello, 108 and 48. 108 and 49 entering tonight's action, of course, with that loss last night. Meeting adjourned inside the circle with 1 down. Runners on first and second. We're ready to go. Schrapp, the number 8 hitter, 4th batter this inning, stands in. She grounded out to Wegman her last time up in the second. Since this one on the play, right side for strike 1, 0-1 the count.
No, Hawks are chasing outs right now. I mean, this is once this really settles in, it's going to be here to stay. So we're chasing outs at this point, hoping to get through 5 with the lead.
Get this game official with that 6-0 lead so far right now.
Need to get out of this, get back to the plate, and get to work.
1-1 on the way from Wegman. She has a towel. Coach Rave brought her a towel. She has that tucked in.
Just missed inside. It's a pretty good-looking pitch.
Her jersey just off the plate for ball 2-1 the count. Here with 1 down. As the ball bounces before the plate. Good job by Himes, keeping that in front of her. Did a nice job a year ago. Team that went 31-9. Her first season back catching, and first season at the varsity level. 3-1 on the way, outside too far, ball 4. 2 walks in a row after a hit batter. 3 free passes now. After only having 1 walk, it came back in the first for Wegman, so can control issues, but you can't forget about the rain that we have coming down here as well. That'll affect
I think that's bothering her a little bit here.
So a Raider runner on every base here. The number 9 batter, Olivia Dorman, stands in. She struck out swinging her first and last time up in the second. Coach Green had a couple comments for her, and she is settling in now with 1 down. The base is loaded. The pitch from Wegman is a strike. Outer half, thigh high for strike 1 the count.
And we got more headlights in left field. Right now you're thinking you're going to trade a run for an out. You're just looking for an out here. You got a 6-run lead. You're looking for the best out.
Absolutely. This one's popped up infield fly. Morrison will come on and put it away anyway as the pop out to the shortstop Morrison for out number 2. And Marie Hickman will stand in. She has flied out to center field in the first. Grounded out to Morrison her last time in the third. So 2 down Base is still full of Raider runners. 6-0 Hawks, bottom of inning number 4. This pitch is popped up in the air left side. Shallow left coming in. Boyce will put it away.
Nicely done.
The F7 for out number 3.
Great job by Kristen to come back and battle there after struggling with a little weather and making some adjustments.
Settling down and getting by 3 free passes in that inning. But the Hawks escape as Williamsburg leaves 3 runners on. 6-0 Hawks lead. We go to the 5th. This is West Delaware Softball from KMCH Sports.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
Get in shape and have fun at 24-Hour Total Fitness Center on East Main in Manchester. All levels, all ages. Begin your road to better health today at 24-Hour Total Fitness Center, East Main, Manchester.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every month through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison, downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
And to Williamsburg, Ellie Morrison finds one out of play, lands in center field, the baseball field. Right next to us here in Williamsburg. 6-0 Hawks. Here's a foul ball behind the plate. 0-2 the count to Haley Morrison, number 4 hitter. 4-5-6. Morrison, Hoffman, and Wegman who here for the Hawks. Morrison reached on an error last time up and scored one of the 3 runs in the 3-run third inning as she reached on an error, was stranded back in the first. As the parade of balls coming in and out will continue here with the wet conditions. Raining pretty good now. All the Williamsburg fans have went for shelter. Still have West Delaware fans to our right with umbrellas sitting in the bleachers. There's a ground ball sharply hit by Morrison, and a Schropp feels it. The 4-3 put out, ground out to second baseman for out number 1. Bridget Hoffman now standing in. All the Raider fans down below us.
Yeah, they're tucked underneath there down by the concession stand.
Nice setup here. High, tall, deep press box here right behind the home plate. Great vantage point for us. There's a ball outside and high to Bridget Hoffman for ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 down. 6-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. As Hoffman sends this one deep to left field. Gonna get off the bottom of the fence. Lands in foul territory on the warning track before the left fielder Schleybaugh can get there. A long 1 out stand-up double by Bridget Hoffman. So Hoffman, her first hit of the game, she reached on air and scored in that 3-run third inning. She grounded out back in the first. Now Kristen Wegman, who's lined out to the shortstop both times in the second and third innings, standing in here with 1 out. And the runner, Hoffman, on second base. Pitch is grounded left side, will be foul, picked up by the third baseman, Widener.
Ball hit off Kristen's foot, I think, as it got out of the box.
Definitely died down. Your reason for it. Getting a piece of that left foot as Wegman back in and ready. Showing bunt. Bunts it right back pitcher. Zuber comes on, fires a high throw to first. It gets past the first baseman. 1 run is in. Wegman will get the second. Hawks lead 7-0. Another throwing error there by Williamsburg.
No. I was holding the game up.
Oh, I thought he was going to call it.
Yeah.
Just calling time.
We've made it this far. We can get We can go 5 more outs.
Yeah, right now, unless you see lightning, it's the only thing that should stop us.
Yeah, this surface is holding up well here. This surface is going to give up here pretty soon because this appears it's going to settle in. If you can come down and get one game out of this, I think you're pretty fortunate.
So Wegman has a courtesy runner on second base. Kyra Vasky, I believe. The freshman, Kyra, is out at second base. Did some courtesy running duties last night as well. So Vasky out at second with 1 out. 1 run in here so far in this top of the 5th inning. There's a foul ball off the left arm of Collins as it goes into fair play. Collins evens the count now 1-1. She is 2 for 2, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a run scored so far in this game for the senior right fielder, Megan Collins. 1-1 on the way. Ball just misses upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 to count. 4th hitter in this inning is Megan Collins. Hawks scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 more here in the 5th, 7-0. Hawks have the lead, top of inning number 5, 2-1 on the way. Scalded right side just in front of Coach Stahlberg. There's a little 2-step to get out of the way of that one in the first base coaching box. A 2012 graduate of Monticello High School. Going to be a senior at Wartburg next year. Coach Erin Hush. She'll be a junior at Loris on the Loris softball team. A 2013 graduate of Monticello.
Both of which are outstanding additions to Coach Rave's staff.
There's a chopper left side. Third baseman coming out. Widener, the throw across the diamond, and retires Collins on the ground out to the third baseman. 5-3 for out number 2. As Vasky is able to advance over to third base after the ground out. Cole Gunner will stand in.
Big night last night, hitting her first career home run.
Always a great accomplishment. And there's a ball she went too far on the swing. Ball downstairs. 1-1 to count. And that home debut last night for the Hawks fortunately fell to an always solid Class 4A team, North Scott. There's a ground ball right down the line. Third baseman Widener able to get it and fire it to first. Not easy play. Widener make it look so, though. 5-3 on the putout. Hawks give 1 more. They lead 7-0. Go to the bottom of the 5th. This is West Delaware Softball, KMCH Sports.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Our local sports teams build strong programs by mastering the fundamentals of the game. Our F&M Bank team has also built a strong foundation on mastering the fundamentals in banking, where a handshake goes a long way. You are provided clear-cut solutions to your financial questions, where you are greeted by name. This is the F&M Personal Touch. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff cares deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester. Complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Back into Williamsburg. John Swisher, Mike Morrison. Glad to have you along here tonight. West Delaware Softball, first time of the new season from KMCH Sports. Their first road trip of the 2015 campaign. And So far, so good. 7-0 here, the bottom of the fifth inning. Hawks with the lead. 0-2 the count on aggressive batter. Number 2 girl, Brittany Gilbert, standing in. She's 0 for 2. Popped out to Yankovic at second her first time and struck out swinging in the third. Kristen Wegman has only allowed 3 hits so far to the Raider offense. This one's popped up back to the fence. Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. As 4 swinging strikeouts by Wegman. Does have 3 walks and 1 hit batter. 3 of those 4 free passes came in the last inning when the rain really picked up. Still coming down.
Yeah, it was tough for her. That was the first time she'd thrown in any kind of real significant rain. I think she had to make some adjustments. Coach Ray brought a towel out to her. She brought the towel out, and honestly, Kristen didn't use the towel as much. Once she started using it, I think she found, got back into rhythm, got some success with her grip.
Swinging strikeout there by Gilbert, the 5th of the night for Wegman. There is a strike, getting ahead of batters, too, which, as you know, of course, it's always important for pitchers, and it's one of the most key things you can do as a pitcher, getting ahead. Most of the time, batters aren't going to swing at that first pitch right down the pipe. This one is lifted in the air.
Well, I think
that's going to be gone. It is. It's the left field. That went well over the fence as Marley Boyce gave it a chase, but a home run by Jess Miller. And the Raiders are on the board 7-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So a home run to left field by Miller. And it will bring up Nicole Zuber now. Home plate umpire getting some more softballs in because of the wet conditions here. 7-1 with 1 down here in this bottom of the 5th inning. It's a pitch outside to Zuber, who was 0 for 1 officially. Walked her first time in the first, grounded out to Yankovic at second the last time in the third. This one is a liner over the second baseman's head. Yankovic couldn't get to it in time, not tall enough there, into shallow right field. Toll gets to it and rifles it back in, but not before a one-out single by Nicole Zuber.
Solo homer there is not a big deal. You know, I'd rather give up a solo homer than back-to-back doubles. Same result, but they got more. They got another runner on. But maybe you're up 7-0, you give that up. You come right back here and go to work looking for outs.
Jackie Widner now stands in. 1 out and a runner on first as the ball bounces after the plate for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here to the number 5 batter, who is 0 for 2, struck out swinging twice in this game against Wegman. 2 to 5 punch-outs by Kristen. Here's a ground ball left side. Gunner is there. She'll fire it to first. Hoffman, no problem there. 5-3 put-out for out number 2.
So I've been really impressed with Kristen, the job she's done, watching her in the preseason here, playing in a couple preseason tournaments, a couple weekends in a row, down at Cascade, watching her throw. She's getting better every week, and I think she's better today than she was last night. I thought she got better as the night went on last night, so she's really doing a nice job.
We talked about it, the work in practice, the experience pitched in her lower level, younger, the difference of varsity ball. Last year with Hannah Cole getting the majority of the pitching, of course, takes some time to get back into that flow of varsity experience. One thing to do it in the spring and the off season, but to do it out here when it counts is different. And just getting her feet wet and continuing to get that experience is the main thing. Ball 2 there in the dirt for ball 3.
The one thing that plays in her favor going into this is the fact that her personality, her demeanor is that she does not really get rattled. She keeps working, and she battles through things. So that definitely will play in her favor.
And there's ball 4 there as Weldon. Amila Weldon, the first baseman, takes her second free pass of the night. She got hit by it last time in the 4th. As Weldon's on.
She didn't miss by much, which really proves that 3-0 is not it, because that's a pretty good pitch for ball 4 on a 3-0 count.
There's a ball low and inside, ball 1. Weldon was the 4th base on ball recipient there in the ball game. Fifth free pass issued by Wegman. It brings up Carly Schleybaugh. 1-0 the count to Schleybaugh, who is 0 for 1. Grounded out to Hoffman back in the second. She walked, was stranded her last time in the fourth. There's a strike around the knees, out her half of the dish for strike one. We're even, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in this bottom of the fifth inning. Hawks lead 7-1. Runners on first and second for the Raiders. The 1-1 is lifted in the air right side. Yankovic going back will make the catch with her back towards right field and put it away. Pop out to the second baseman for out number 3. Hawks take a 6-run lead. We go to the 6th inning. This is West Delaware softball from KMCH Sports.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Check them out on their web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Northeast Iowa Telephone Service in Manchester has everything you need to stay connected. Northeast Iowa Telephone has a staff of professionals available to help you get connected, from the installation of your new entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. Northeast Iowa Telephone Service is your sight, sound, and electronics connection on South Franklin Street in downtown Manchester.
I did a lot of that with my own.
John Swisher, Mike Morrison back with you from Williamsburg here in the top of the 6th inning now. Hawks have the 7-1 lead. Opening a night on the road for the Hawks here. Opening night on KMCH. Second night of the season here. Hawks are 0-1. Williamsburg coming in 1-0. As there's a ball taken high and outside by Heidi Yankovic. 9-1-2. Duo for the Hawks. Yankovic, Toll, and Boyce. Hawks have 7 runs. 6 hits, have stranded 4 runners on base. 6 Williamsburg errors have been committed defensively as well. 1-0 is lifted in the air to the fence behind home plate. Evens the count at 1-1. Williamsburg with their first run on a home run in the last of the 5th inning. As they have 1 run, 5 hits. They have stranded 9 runners on base. No Hawk defensive errors here tonight, as there's strike 2, 1-2 to count. Only 1 defensive error last night. Coach Rave commented to me more of them were the mental variety, and that's what we talked about. Still some girls settling into different positions. They haven't played maybe in a while or haven't played at the varsity level, and that just comes with playing more games and gaining experience.
Yeah, it really does. A lot of that, those little things of, hitting, cutting in and doing the things that reduce extra bases.
There's a strike taken. Blowing inside. Yankovic didn't think so, but home plate umpire rings her up for the first looking K of the ball game there. The second strikeout for the Hawks offense gives us out number 1 here in the top of the 6th, and it brings up Emily Toll. Toll got infield hit to third base her last time up in the 4th. She grounded out to second her 2 times up in the 1st and 2nd innings. Here's a bunt right back to the pitcher. Going to be a close play. Able to get her girl, did Zuber, firing a strike to Weldon at first, and Toll is retired on the 1-3 put out. Ground out to the pitcher, bunt out to the pitcher, I should say, for out number 2. And that's what we talked about, that hitting it or even bunting it left side gives her a little extra time to get to first base.
Well, you want to make them make that longer throw, and then obviously the shorter the throw, the better the chance they have of getting her out. When she puts the ball left side, she's a tough out.
Ball upstairs there to Marley Boyce. Boyce has been on base 2 times, scored both of those. Leans out of the way of this one for ball 2 after taking the ball. Marley got a hit back in the 3-run 3rd inning and scored. Reached on an error and scored the first run of the game back in the 1st. Two-0 the count to Marley. Swung through it. Pitch right at the numbers there for strike 1, 2-1 the count. With 2 down here in the top of this 6th inning. This one skied foul territory behind the plate. Catcher, nice job of recognizing and putting that one away. Initially, I didn't think Miller had it.
She found it late, I think.
She did. As the pop out to the catcher for out number 3. Go to the bottom of 6, still Hawks 7 and Raiders 1. West Delaware softball from KMC Sports.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
John and Mike back with you from Williamsburg. Here's a ball hit to Morrison at short. Fires a strike at first for the 6-3 put out. Ground out to the shortstop off the bat of Lauren Schropp. 8-9-1 here for Williamsburg in the bottom of the 6th inning. Schropp, Dorman, and Hakeman for Williamsburg, who trailed the Hawks 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 down as Dorman is 0 for 2. Popped out to Morrison last time in the 4th. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Takes a strike there at the knees for strike 1, 0-1 the count.
It's a big out. You want to get that first out of the inning.
There's a ball off the plate for ball 1. We're even out. 1 ball and 1 strike. The rain has let up a little bit. Still coming down here in Williamsburg. There is a little floater off the bat of Dorman. Lands in foul territory as Hoffman hustles in to get it for strike 2. 1 and 2 the count. Steady rain here.
Ran one in on it and just kind of pushed it off the handle.
On it off. And it was foul, luckily for her. Himes setting up late outside, I think.
That's a pretty good pitch. I'm not so sure that she didn't just fool the umpire. She split out.
I think that's probably why she didn't get it. Yeah. She was sliding too late. There's a ground ball right in the edge of the circle. Legman gets it and fires it to Hoffman for the putout. Ground out to the pitcher, 1-3 for out number 2, and it brings up Brittany Gilbert now, who's 0 for 3. She struck out swinging her last 2 times up in the 3rd and 5th. Popped out to Yankovic back in the 1st. Stands in here with nobody on, 2 down. Bottom of the 6th, Hawks lead 7-1.
Gilbert, a 236 hitter a year ago.
Takes the ball in the dirt outside there for ball 1. 1 and 0 the count to Gilbert. Brittany is one of the 4 sophomores on the roster for Williamsburg. There's a little floater in the shallow left field. That'll get down, a fair ball. Boyce gets to it and gets it in, but not before a 2-out single off the bat of the number 9 batter, Olivia Dorman.
Little Texas leaguer down the line.
Gilbert, I should say. Is standing in as Hakeman got the base hit to left field. There's a strike going on the count.
Same exact pitch looked like that we had Ash slide out on earlier, and she gets it now. You set up on the inside and work your glove.
Makes a difference. There's a ball downstairs. Got help there by Gilbert. off the bag a bit was Hakeman at first. Himes with the snap throw down, but sliding back in head first was Hakeman safely for the count to remain 0-2 here to Gilbert with 2 down, bottom of the 6th.
Look for to use a curveball or rise ball here, 0-2. Curveball's been pretty good to her tonight.
Good time for it. Outside, just a tad off the plate for ball 1. 1-2 the count.
Try to get his two to chase that rise ball in the outside half.
Ball inner half of the plate, fouled off right side. Guy at home plate. Well, the rain seems like it's picking up a little bit more again. 1-2 the count. Luckily, a setup inside. We don't have to worry about it tonight.
High and dry here, courtesy of Kurt Ritchie.
A fine.
Ritchie?
You bet the fine AD here at Williamsburg.
I was still up in the air whether I was going to be on the radio, so I saw it was going to rain. That kind of solidified it for me.
That made up your mind in a hurry, didn't it? As there's a ball fouled back to the fence right in front of us here. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the last of the 6th inning. Hawks have the 7-1 lead. This game is official right now if they had to call it. One more game on the way later, depending on Mother Nature and what her plans are tonight, of course. There's a looper into right, shallow right field coming on as Collins. Can't get to it in time, and it's 1-out blooper to right off the bat of Brittany Gilbert. So 2 runners on, first and second with 2 down. The 7th hit of the ball game right there for Williamsburg. Only 1 run to show for it. Came in that 5th inning on a solo shot by Jess Miller. And the aforementioned Miller is standing in now. She's 3 for 3 with an RBI, a run scored in that home run last inning. There's a strike taken there, 1-1 the count with 2 down.
That ball she hit last inning got out here in a hurry.
And excuse me, swing off the end of the bat, tried to held up at the last second, could pull back, and the ball just hit the end of the bat and goes foul. Luckily for her, as Himes pops out and got it, picked it up in foul territory, strike 2, 0-2 the count. So Wegman way ahead. Be smart here.
You know, wind is gusting out the left field. You get a ball up in the air, it's going to get out of here.
There's a ball long outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count with 2 away.
Well, if we're willing to endure playing in the rain, I think we're okay. The last lightning strike was 95 miles away. So
we're good then.
Yeah.
Went around us. There's a ball upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
These girls can stay in the rain. They can keep playing, I guess.
I was going to say, good playing in the rain.
Yeah, fine so far.
2-2. There's a ball downstairs, ball 3. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners on, first and second. Last of the 6th inning. Hawks have the 6-run lead. Miller, the leading hitter for Williamsburg, who has a home run, the only run of the game so far, standing in. 3-2, offering Wingman on the way. This one's lifted out of play, right side behind us. And we'll do the 3-2 all over again. Williamsburg has stranded 9 runners on base through 5 innings. Hawks hoping to add 2 more here. Full count upstairs, helmet high, and Miller will take her base. On the base on balls, 2-out variety with Nicole Zuber, the pitcher, standing in. Zuber had a hit to center field, was stranded her last time in the 5th. Not a bad idea. Be careful there. Be smart. Instead of giving up a 3-run shot. There's a strike on the outside corner above the knees. Got the call from the home plate umpire for strike 1 on the count.
Still in good position. You're up 6. The magic number's 5. You don't want a grand slam to beat you. Still made a good pitch with her last night.
Off the end of the bat, into the fence right side. And Wegman is ahead again. This time of Zuber. 0-2 the count with 2 away. Raider runner on every base. This rain continues to fall here in Williamsburg. More softballs being taken in and out of the dugout. Keep them dry.
Way up here, 0-2. You want to make sure you don't give her anything too good to hit. Stay away here. Anything that she can turn on and lift in the air.
0-2 is grounded left side. Morrison coming on. She'll fire to first for the putout. 6-3 ground out. Hawks get out of it there unscathed, and we go to the 7th. Still, West Delaware 7, Williamsburg 1. Hawks softball from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Top of the 7th inning, 7-1 Hawks with the lead. 1-0 the count to Ashley Himes. Himes rifles this one right at Gilbert indeed. The line out to the shortstop for out number 1 as Himes hit that ball hard, just not to be that time. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Hawks lead by 6. Haley Morrison stands in now. Haley grounded out to second or last time of the 5th. Reached on an error, scored back in the 3rd. Reached on an error in the 1st. There's a ground ball left side for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Morrison back in and ready. Takes it outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Hawks 7 runs. Only 6 hits in this game, so getting out hit by Williamsburg. It hasn't mattered. This one is hit into center field. Coming on center field, can't get to it. It drops right in front of Dorman. And a 1-out single off the bat of Haley Morrison, her first hit of the ball game.
And Bridget drove one off the left field fence last at bat.
For her first hit of the game, she reached on an error before that in the 3rd and scored. She scored this time in the 5th after getting on with that long double at the bottom of the left field fence. Stands in here with 1 out, 1 on. Takes the ball low and inside. For ball 1, 1-0 the count.
She's a fly ball hitter. She gets one up in here in this wind blowing out to the left. And poke one out of here pretty easy.
There's a bunt right side. Zuber coming on, throwing to first. A low throw, and not able to haul it in as the second baseman. Now Morrison aggressive running, going to 3rd. She will make 3rd. And now Hoffman will go back to 1st. The umpire was signaling.
Like he was signaling obstruction, so I wondered if it continued on to 2nd if he was going to award up to her, because he had obstruction signaled. That'd be a good question to ask him, because I don't know if there was a girl that was in Bridget's way over here. But
it was right next to her. I don't know if there's any contact or anything.
Or the fact that she gave up her attempt, I'm not sure.
Could have been. 1 out, runners on first and third. Hoffman's going.
Wisely, get there anyway.
Yeah, wisely held on to it. The catcher there, Miller, on a strike to Kristen Wegman.
Unless he's talking to his partner here with that signal, but that signal is
that's not the, yeah, that's I think I saw it earlier in the game, too.
Well, he did it on an illegal pitch.
Yeah, you're right. There's a ground ball. Nice scoop at first. Morrison will come in and score the 8th run of the game on a ground out to the shortstop. Gilbert had a low throw to well. Now Hoffman is going to be called out. Catching her off guard, the third baseman calling for the ball. Miller threw down. Hoffman is picked off. Not the way he won that inning. No. Hawks do add a run, though, and they lead 8-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Hawks softball from KMCH Sports.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Leonard Muller Funeral and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
But she's used to that.
Back in Williamsburg, bottom of the 7th inning. Still with rain coming down. There's a strike ball, apparently.
Must have been out. We got a little different angle, but it should look like a good pitch.
Yeah, looked like right over the plate. But ball 1 says home plate umpire. Here's a swinging strike for strike 1. We're even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Last of the 7th inning, Hawks trying to hold on and get their first win of the new season as they lead 8-1 here. 1 more game scheduled here tonight with the rain been coming down for the last hour or so. We'll see what Mother Nature has in store for us. 1-2 the count now. As Jackie Widner leading off this 7th inning. The 1-2 is outside too far, just a pitch too far for ball 2. 2-2. There's a ground ball right side, backhanded by Yankovic. Couldn't get it initially, stayed with it, and threw it to Hoffman for the putout. The ground out to the second baseman, 4-3 for out number 1.
Yeah, nice job staying with that. Whitmer did a nice job of the pitch. Pitched on the outside half. She stayed with it and hit it pretty sharp to Heidi.
1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. This game so far, 1 hour and 44 sold here tonight from Williamsburg. Hawks look for the first W on the season. There's a strike at the knees on the outside corner. First strike to Amelia Weldon. Weldon has been on base the last 2 times, being hit by a pitch and earning a walk. Got a single left back in the second. Chops this one foul left side for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Here to Weldon, the 6th batter in this Williamsburg lineup.
Way up here, won't be smart. Nothing too good.
7 hits so far for the offense as the ball bounces in front of the plate.
She's not hitting that.
No. Unless you wanted to Happy Gilmore it. 1-2 the count. This one is a liner left side, right to Gunner. And the Hawks have one more out to get here. On the line out to the third baseman, the L5 for out number 2. It brings up Carly Schleybaugh now.
Yeah, great thing you see is Kristen's working on trying to throw something that's not a good pitch. Obviously, she's trying to do more than rolling up there on that one, but the 0-2 really working on finding the spot for her.
Strike on the outside corner at the knees, getting ahead again. We've seen Wegman able to do that a majority of this game. Had that little bump in the road in that fourth inning, but still gave up no runs that inning. Only one run scored by Williamsburg on a solo shot by Miller. Came in the fifth. All now 1-1 the count.
Strike 2 had a little run on it, ran in on the hands.
There's strike 3.
Pitch
was 0-2, and there's strike 3 on the outside corner above the knees for the first looking strikeout of the game. 6 of the game for Wegman, and the Hawks win their first game of the 2015 season by the score of 8-1 and pick up their first road victory in the process tonight as well. We'll take a short break, come back, take a look at the totals, and we'll do that next right here from KMC Sports.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop at the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
Larry at Greenworks Landscaping can create the look you've always wanted with landscaping, trees, and shrubs, retaining walls, paver patios, fire rings, and windbreaks. Larry can deliver bulk mulch. And edgers, call Larry at 563-920-3776. Greenworks Landscaping, from complete custom landscape to the do-it-yourselfer.
Strength on its own can be impressive. When consistency is added, that's when it becomes real. Northwestern Mutual has been able to deliver real financial strength for over 150 years through every economic environment. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. Northwestern Mutual, insurance, investments, ideas.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts. Lucky Building Service in Manchester. 563-927-5677.
Get in shape and have fun at 24-Hour Total Fitness Center on East Main in Manchester. All levels, all ages. Begin your road to better health today at 24-Hour Total Fitness Center, East Main, Manchester.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
John Swisher, Mike Morrison back in Williamsburg to wrap up game number 1. A contest that the Hawks won by the final score of 8-1. totals here in this game for Williamsburg. 1 run, 7 hits. They committed 7 errors defensively, left 12 runners on base. Struck out 6 times against Kristen Wegman, who picks up her first W on the season. 5 swinging strikeouts, 1 looking, and she offered 6 free passes as well, 5 walks and 1 hit batter. For the Hawks, 8 runs, 7 hits. No errors defensively. 4 runners left on base. 1 swinging strikeout, 1 looking. No free passes by the freshman Nicole Zuber. So some positives for Williamsburg, but the Hawks get more of them and more runs on the board. 7-run lead here tonight. 7-run lead, 8-1. The final here tonight in a game that lasted 1 hour and 46 minutes in game 1. It wasn't the prettiest by any means, but you did a lot of things right. You improved on some things from last night. You took advantage of Williamsburg, a team that committed 7 errors, still looking to find their way here. They're still looking to gain some varsity experience, just like the Hawks are in some spots. But the Hawks able to do a better job here in game 1.
Yeah, they really did. Situational hitting was probably a key to better tonight than it was last night. Able to drive some runs in and create some opportunities. Obviously, like you said, took advantage of some opportunities that Williamsburg had given them. You make 7 errors, you're giving somebody 2 1/3 more innings in at bats. So you create opportunities for the team. But great job by the Hawks. I thought taking advantage of it.
Absolutely, Hawks get the win. 8-1. They even up their record at 1-1. Williamsburg is 1-1 now as well. We'll take a break, about 15-20 minutes, get set for game 2 if Mother Nature plays in cooperation with us tonight. One more game on the horizon. We'll be back here from Williamsburg shortly. Send it back to Trevor. He'll get you weather, he'll get you a news update, and then back into the music before we take it back in about 15 minutes or so. West Delaware wins game 1, 8-1. We'll be back shortly. This is KMCH Sports.
The KCRG TV 9 First Alert 4.